This year isn't going to make itself great without your inputs. So here are 3 habits to jumpstart to success. Hi, I'm literally Imelda, if you do not already know. And on here, we talk about all things lifestyle, tech, and fashion. It's 2025, the year we all plan to do great things and achieve greater things. But wait for a second. Nothing achieves itself without putting in place set goals and habits to meet them. If you agree with me, there were goals you set for 2024 which you didn't meet. And you didn't meet them because you are a terrible person or because you're lazy. No. But ever wondered why by the 2nd or the 3rd week of January, all the goals and aspirations and the high and expectations people have for the new year drops? Is because 1, people set unrealistic goals, but more so, people do not imbibe habits to help them attain their goals and plans. But guess what? You don't have to fall for that anymore. So on today's video, I'll be sharing 3 ways to make anything a habit. Taking a personal story. I've always wanted to be a very consistent fashion content creator, but I was always living in my head. And even when I created this content, I hardly posted them. I hardly wanted to edit them. It was jarring to edit them. I liked the fashion part, but I hated the editing part. But how was I going to put my content out there if I hated editing? Because I can as well just wear the clothes and sit down in my house. Being a fashion content creator involved not just wearing the clothes, but editing them nicely and showcasing it out there. But I was always in my head about this. Last year, I set out to ensure I made this a huge goal to achieve, but I was still dragging my feet and I didn't still get around going about it properly. This brings me to my first point in making anything a habit, and my first point is adding the habit to anything you already do subconsciously. Every day when you wake up, first of all, we brush our teeth, have a shower, and the list goes on. Now, these are things your mind is already programmed to do subconsciously. You don't really think about it because you've done it over the years. It's almost natural to you. So if you want to imbibe a new habit, just like the book Atomic Habits says, you have to add this new habit to habits you already do without thinking. I realized that having to set out particular time, place to shoot my content videos got me overthinking everything, and I ended up being very handicapped and not even doing anything about it. Why not make sure I put on my camera before I step out of my house? Anytime I was about leaving the house for work, for an event, to just visit someone, to go grocery shopping, I made sure before I left my door, my camera was switched on and I told my audience what I was wearing today. And after I come back from the place I went to, I made sure I edited the video and posted it the next day before I shot the next outfit I was wearing to go out. This helped me post more fashion content last year as opposed to before when I was always just in my head about it. So I used the activity I performed without thinking as my cue to shoot my video, and this helped me create the habit of shooting fashion content just before I went out. Whatever habits you want to imbibe, add it to something you already do without thinking. My second way of making anything a habit is just showing up. Like, it's not even rocket science. The more you show up doing something, the more it becomes second nature. The more you practice it, the more you become better at it, and the more you master it. So I was just talking about point 1 where I said I made something I already did on a regular basis without thinking a cue for me to add on the new habit I wanted to learn or make part of my life. Now, the next thing I did was ensuring I show up almost regularly for it. Obviously, there were some days I didn't shoot when I was about to go out because I was tired or I was very late already. So I was like, okay, I can't shoot right now, I'm already late. But I ensured that I shot most times I was about to go out, and this made me almost never forget to shoot my fashion content because my brain became used to the fact that, oh, anytime Imelda is about to go out, she does something. What is that thing she does? Shoots a fashion content. If I didn't do this regularly, my brain would have fluctuating with this habit, but because I tried to show up regularly or frequently, it became second nature. In essence, when you want to make a new habit part of your routine, you have to do it frequently. Make sure you do it frequently or often so that it becomes part and parcel of your mind and your regular activities. This brings me to my third point in making anything a habit. The third way to make anything a habit is to reflect and reward. If you don't reflect on ways in which you have started imbibing a new habit and reward yourself, we're humans. You become tired and you feel like you're not achieving anything. Because when you're learning a new habit, if you don't take out time to reflect upon them and reward yourself for for the small feats you've attained, you can quickly get discouraged and feel like you're not making any moves. But when you reflect on the small ways and the small wins you've been getting by just showing up for yourself in this new habit, you help yourself by wanting to do more of that and achieve your goal in the process. In essence, the third point basically summarizes the fact that you have to reflect on the ways you've shown up for yourself in this new habit you're trying to create and reward yourself. Let's say you showed up for yourself throughout the week. You could say, oh, I'll make my special delicacy or ordering something nice for myself just to reward yourself and make yourself feel great. This makes your brain feel like you've achieved something because you actually have, and it makes your brain want to do more of that thing because your brain feels good because you reward it when you do the activity. I'm not saying do this so often so that you don't get spoiled, but at the same time, even when you don't show up for yourself, don't beat yourself about it. Just reflect on it. Reflect on ways you can do better. Reflect on what made you not to show up in the way you wanted to. And when you do show up for yourself, reward yourself. That is in essence what I'm trying to say. The first point is to add the new habit to something you already do without thinking. Second point would be to ensure that you do this habit frequently so that it sticks. And the last point will be reflect and reward yourself. Tell me in the comment section what habits you're trying to learn and make part of your life, and which particular point I have mentioned resonates more, or which particular point you'll be using going forward, and I'll be sure to respond, and let's have a chat in the comment section about all of this. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to click the thumbs up to support, and if you have not subscribed, don't forget to click the subscribe button and support as well. If you haven't watched the rest of my videos, please feel free to watch the rest of my videos on my channel, and stay tuned for the next video dropping very soon. Bye.